Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. We've got double movie Monday today. We've got something else coming later on, Amazon Prime movie. But now we have got Champions. Yeah, I was going to watch this, but I didn't get the chance to do it. I think it came out at the wrong time for me. But it's been out a little while, but it's this year actually. It came out in March, I think, in the USA. So not that long, but for me it feels like a little while, because I remember a while ago I wanted to watch it and I couldn't watch it. But I'm finally watching it now. Champions. This is starring Woody Harrelson. So something happens, he's sent to court, he has a choice of going to prison or doing community service. And his community service is, he's ordered by the court to manage a team of players with intellectual disabilities. He soon realizes that despite his doubts together, this team can go further than he ever imagined. So there's a basketball movie, so he was a former basketball coach, and he did something, I don't know, but he's ordered to do community service instead of going to prison, and he coaches a team with disabilities. So it sounds serious, and it is serious, but also a comedy as well, so it should be interesting. I look forward to it. I do like sports stories, whether they're fictional or not. They can be fairly well done. This is very unique because it's about a guy convicted of something as community service, coaching disabled kids. So I'm curious to see where this goes. It could go anywhere. It could go left, right, center. Could go very badly south. But we'll see. Apparently, it's. I mean, I've seen mixed reviews. I've seen like people say it's great, people say it's okay, or not that good. But we'll see if it's good. I'll let you know. Let's watch it. It's actually disabled adults. Sorry, not kids. That's my mistake. But yeah, basically he's a coach. He knows what he's saying about the sport. He's very knowledgeable, but he's not particularly good coach in terms of like people managing. He doesn't get to know his team enough. He doesn't, he has a lot of flaws. He doesn't build relationships. He just wants to like, give these instructions and those instructions. He coaches in a certain way that doesn't really help, and he also is a bit of a maniac outside of the basketball court, which leads to him getting arrested. And yeah, he takes his community service. So we shall see. I assume that with these adults he's now training, the way it's going to go is from coaching this team. It's not going to be good at first, but I assume like he's going to be a better person from this experience. This 90-day experience that he's been sentenced to, apparently. So I'm very curious to see how this goes, because I'm sure it's going to be like a typical story where, oh, a guy is a certain way, he doesn't want to change, but then he meets certain people where that make him change, like make him realize that what he's doing is not right, and him changing as a person, growing as a person through this experience. So that's what I assume this is. There was a scene one of the players are talking about his looks, and she's like, "You're no McConaughey." I feel like that's a reference to like a real life thing. You're no McConaughey to Woody Harrelson. I see what you did there. Also, what is Darius's deal? I don't know if you guys have seen this. Maybe, I mean, hopefully someone who's seen it is watching this. Why does Darius we might find out, to be fair. There's still 45 minutes left, but like Darius does not want to play for him for some reason, and I really want to know why. And also, he's having an affair with one of the players' sister, which is quite an interesting subplot. But it's great how he's getting along with everyone. He gets along best with the brother of the one he's having an affair with. But yeah, he's really getting to know everyone, and he's becoming a better coach and a better person, and they got a chance of making playoffs. So that's pretty interesting. Now, literally just a few minutes after I mentioned it, I've now found out why Darius didn't want to play for him. Darius got in a car accident from a drunk driver, got brain damage. One of the things that Woody Harrelson did in this movie was drunk drive. So now it makes sense. Okay, fair enough. But they had the conversation, and maybe that leads to Darius playing for the team, because he's refused to play for him this whole time. I love how much his characters turned out to love the job, because he did his 90 days community service, and pretty much the whole 90 days he wants to do the 90 days and leave. But once the 90 days are up, he chose to stay with his job, so fair play. And it's over. The cast seemed to be singing a nice song at the end. Anyway, yeah, it's a nice story. The ending is quite nice as well. He actually gets a job in the NBA, like at one point. He brings it to the team. Doesn't go down well. But yeah, he grows from there as well towards the end, and the finals was interesting. It's not called the playoffs, but like I call it playoffs anyway, because that's like the term I'd use for NBA. But yeah, he gets his NBA job, then he decides in the end not to do it. So fair enough. And he also makes a couple friends. Well, I mean, he has a friend who he was the assistant to him at the start of the movie, working for the NBA team. He pushed him over, and that gained him some drama. Then he got arrested for something else. At the end of the movie, they make up. They're all right. Also, another friend that also worked at the NBA club he was sacked from, that he was fired from. They make a nice friendship, and he becomes his assistant at the basketball team. They're called the Friends, the team of special disabilities. But yeah, it's a good storyline, and he changes as a person. He makes friends along the way, makes great relationships, and it's a really nice story of you know, a man changing, and also just a nice sports story as well. Really good acting from everyone. Every character involved in this, every actor involved, they played the character really well. So fair enough. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I had a good time, and it's pretty damn good. It's listed down as comedy, but I didn't find it that funny. But I did find it entertaining. I thought it was a pretty fun movie, and fair enough, Woody Harrelson. Not the type of film I expect him to be in, but he's done brilliantly in this. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see you. Hello again. After credit scene, because there was one here. So this is the after credit scene of the movie Monday. So there's a character in this that always goes for a long shot without looking. He's got his back turned to the net, and he throws it over his head without knowing where it's going. And he always goes for this shot. In the end, in the final, he goes for the shot and fails at the very last second. In the after credit scene, he made it in a game. The first time he's made it, so fair enough. Now it's goodbye.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it